Hello lovies, welcome back to my channel still. Today we are continuing our conversation on trauma recovery. My name is Chris, I'm a registered yoga teacher and I specialize in trauma sensitive yoga, meaning everything that I do, I try and make it accessible to those of us who have gone through events that have created sensitivity within our nervous system or sensitivity in areas where most people would take it for granted, that it's easy to move your body in a certain way or to calm your nervous system down from a panic attack or anxiety or fits of rage. If you've been traumatized, things as simple as calming down or becoming fully aware of what's actually happening in the moment and not running into a place of complete panic and complete fear is not as easy as just saying, oh, just calm down. Which, of course, if you have been traumatized and you have not gotten treatment to work through it, there may have been times in your life where you've reacted in ways that other people find illogical or irrational. And I'm just here to remind you that it isn't actually irrational, because your body, it has been proven to your body and your mind previously that the world is not safe. And so what we are here to do, what I am here to do and help others with, is to understand how to get present with the body and to remind the nervous system that we're working together, even though there was a period of time where the nervous system tried to protect you and tried to react in a way to keep you from harm, and it was unable to do so. And so there's a broken trust there that you're allowed to rebuild that trust. And it's going to be a long journey in some circumstances, but it's also one that you're capable of doing. I promise you. So I'm in a robe because I think it's important to feel comfy and safe when talking about some of these really intense things. So I encourage you that for the remainder of this video, you get somewhere safe and you put on a pair of headphones or go into a private place where you can feel really as safe as you possibly can. All right, let's get started. So what exactly is traumatization? I think it's Bessel D. van der Kolk, who's the author of The Body Keeps the Score, which is a great book on trauma treatment. I encourage you to look it up, listen to it as a book on tape, or read it if you'd like to get a really overarching view of trauma treatments and different possibilities for yourself. But the author of that book, he says that traumatization occurs when both internal and external resources are inadequate to cope with external threats. So what does that mean? That means that your body is reacting to a threat, but it is not allowed to complete the cycle of a threat reaction. So if there's a threat coming at you and you aren't able to use the resources that you have within yourself and around you to escape that threat, and you are either trapped physically or ideologically by a system that is oppressive, then you will be traumatized, because all of those resources, all of those internal mechanisms that are built in to protect you can actually turn on the body because they don't know where else to go, because they're not able to attack the threat, to get rid of the threat. But I'm here to tell you that there is ways to begin this journey safely and intentionally, and change the way that you relate to your body. So, the acronym for today is GUT. That's G-U-T, gut. Because we are getting back into a healthy relationship with our guts. I know that sounds weird, but when you listen to someone that says trust your gut, that's what I'm talking about. So, what does the G stand for? The G stands for grounding. Now, grounding is a way of bringing yourself back into the present. A lot of times when you start to have an anxiety attack, which often come hand in hand with having been traumatized, you can start to panic and things start to spiral. And your body will mimic the signs of someone who is being put under a massive threat. But even if there is no actual threat there, the fact that your body is reacting as if there is a threat means that that is very real in your mind and body. So never let anyone diminish that in saying like, well, nothing's happening. Well, something is happening. If your body is reacting that way, then there is something that is happening. There is a physical response and a mental response which are intertwined. And so there's no shame in saying, no, actually something is happening. I know that you can't see it, but I can feel it and I need to work through this. So asking for compassion as you also work through some of these techniques is going to be really important. Make sure that you are asking for support from people that you trust and separating yourself from those that you can separate yourself from who are not safe to be around. Doesn't mean they're bad people, but if they don't understand and they're not able to be there for you, continually asking for the feedback and the support that you need from someone who's incapable of doing it is just going to amplify traumatic system responses. So one of the first grounding techniques that I like to use is the 5-4-3-2-1. In Vipassana meditation, this is called noting, and noting is just noticing what's around you. In the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique, I think it's split up by 5 things that you can see, 4 things that you can touch, 3 things that you can hear, 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste or think about the last thing that you had to eat. And that helps you come back into the present. The U in the acronym GUT is utilizing or using the breath to get present, to anchor yourself. So breathing in through the nose, sitting up as straight as you can, and exhaling through the nose. Inhaling and exhaling. Come on, let's do 3 more together. So you breathe in through the nose, out through the nose, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the body. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose, inhale through the nose, and exhale through the nose. Awesome. Really, really good. The last one is the T, which is taking control of something, taking ownership over something. As I've said before, one of the major issues with having been traumatized is the fact that control was taken from you in some way. In some way, someone had power over your body or your mind or your emotional space in a way that you weren't able to breathe. You weren't able to have autonomy. So I encourage you to find one thing that you can do, whether it's, for me, sometimes I'll touch my thumb to each of my fingerprints, breathing as I go. Saying that I am capable of doing this thing. And it sounds really stupid, but it's so calming to just have something that you are allowed to take authority over. The other thing is taking ownership over where you're at in the moment. So I've had days where I couldn't get out of bed because I was overwhelmed and overrun with my feeling of helplessness. But instead of saying, I can't move, saying, I choose to stay still. So you're taking back the power and saying, I am choosing to let my body rest and relax rather than being trapped in your body, rather than being a prisoner of your fear and anxiety, to respond to it as if it were a friend. And if, this has been said before, addressing your anxiety and saying, thank you for trying to help me, because that's what it's trying to do. So even if there isn't something massive going wrong, there is something internal, or there isn't something massive externally happening, there is something internally asking for rest, reprieve. And so coming up alongside that and saying, I choose to stay still. If that's what you need to do, then own that, honor that. Give your body permission to be tired, your body permission to relax for a moment and allow itself to catch up, rather than handing it over to something else. Because that is so much of what we'll do, is we'll look for external ways, because we don't trust our insides anymore. We don't trust our gut anymore, because the moments in which we were traumatized have taught us that we are untrustworthy and incapable of escaping, not only incapable of escaping pain, but may actually deserve pain, which you do not deserve pain. I'll say over and over and over and over again, pain will happen in this world, but you don't deserve it. Okay, so that's it. That's this simple little acronym that I will stand by till the day I die as a great way of beginning your journey, and not even just beginning your journey of healing, but beginning your day every day. Waking up, grounding by seeing what is around you, by calling upon your senses to ground yourself in the present moment, to utilizing your breath to give your body that nourishment and attention that it needs, and third, taking ownership and control over what it is that you are being given access to control, which is not a lot. We don't control a lot in this world. And if you need help understanding what those things are and what you need, because that can often happen, then take that as a form of ownership, saying, I need help. Asking for help is a part of taking care of yourself and asserting your autonomy as well. You're saying, I need help. How do I do this best? So, I love you guys. I hope that you're somewhere safe, comfortable, and you take the next 5 minutes at least with me to lay on your back or to sit up, because I know that laying down can feel really kind of scary for people too. So even if it's putting your knees up, putting your elbows on your knees, and allowing your head to hang, or laying down in Shavasana, we're going to take the next 5 minutes to do a seated meditation. Okay, go ahead. Gently close your eyes, feeling the ground underneath of you, noticing each part of the body that is touching the earth. We'll begin with our feet, wiggling the toes. We feel the bottoms of the feet, sending our breath down into the lowest part of our body. Inhale deeply through the nose. And to exhale, allow the foot to grow as heavy as it possibly can, allowing all the muscles to relax and the bones to fall to either side, letting go of any tension. We'll move with the breath up to the top of the foot and the ankles, feeling the fact that our ankles are not carrying our weight right now and they don't need to be working in any way, that in this moment they can relax. Allow the breath to travel up through the calves and the shins, relaxing the muscles of the legs so much so as they press into the earth. Inhale, bringing your awareness to the backs of the knees and to the kneecaps. Relaxing every muscle that carries your weight around all day, giving it permission to rest, feeling supported by the earth and safe where you are. Feel that breath travel and stretch the skin of the thighs. Feel the butt as it is pressed into the earth, and allow the muscles around the hips and the pelvis bones themselves to relax. Bringing awareness up through the belly and the rib cage and the low back. Allowing the skin around the belly to grow very, very soft. Feel the breath allowing the stomach to rise and fall. Feeling the skin of the back body stretch. Feel the upper back body and your chest as they grow heavy upon the mat or the floor or the bed or wherever it is that you are. Notice your heart beating inside of your chest, knowing that you are alive right now, that you are present, that you are safe, that you are taking this moment to try and help protect yourself from further traumatization by your own body's fear of itself. Thank your heart for beating right now, and allow the whole torso to melt into the mat. The upper back body and the shoulders relaxing. Feel the arms, the upper arm bones relaxing out, the elbow creases relaxing, forearms and the wrist relaxing. The hands curling in, fingers relax completely. not needing to grasp for anything. Feel the tension rolling off of the palms of the hands and off of the fingertips. The hand growing very, very soft. Feel the breath as it comes in through your nose and down through your throat, allowing the neck to relax. Still feeling that softness in the belly as the rise and fall of the lungs and the breath. Give the whole body the oxygen that it needs. Relax your jaw, maybe wiggling it from side to side, opening your mouth and closing it, wiggling your tongue, licking your lips, and then allowing the mouth to grow very, very heavy, the jaw to completely relax, the muscles around the ears and the cheekbones relax. Muscles around your eyes. Feel as if there is a warm light spreading out any tension over those eyebrows and around your eyes, around the temple and the bridge of the nose. Completely relaxing. Feel your forehead grow soft. The breath reaching up into the crown of the head and relaxing each and every hair on your head, each and every crease of your face smooth with relaxation. Give yourself permission to stay here for 3 more rounds of breath, assuring your body that you are safe, that you yourself have given each muscle permission to relax. And in this moment, you are giving yourself the most loving gift of being present, loving yourself with each breath, knowing that you deserve love, that you deserve comfort and safety and protection, and that you get to give it to yourself right here in this moment. Slowly begin to rub your thumb into each fingerprint. As you slowly roll to one side or the other, finding yourself in the fetal position. From here, you can stay laying down or sitting wherever you are, knowing that this video is accessible to you at any time that you need to come back and check in. And that this right here is you taking care of yourself in a loving, loving way that can give you the strength to find more healing and to know where to go to find the best resources to take care of yourself and to become the most incredible version of yourself, which is actually who you are. And that it was only those other things that came up that hurt you, that drove you away from knowing who you actually are, which is someone that is worthy of love. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste. I'll see you soon.